Hare Krishna, Andarki. So, welcome all to HSR Center. So, today is Srila Prabhupada Appearance Day. Right? So, we are celebrating Srila Prabhupada Vyasa Puja. From morning, we were there in ISKCON Seshatipuram temple. General practice, whenever such acharyas, appearance days, as a devotees, all of us have to do offerings for Prabhupada. But since all of our southern members, devotees are new and they don't know much about Srila Prabhupada, um, we started recently, learning about other Goswamis and other Acharyas. And now this is an occasion to know about Srila Prabhupada today. So we thought this year we will talk about Srila Prabhupada life story. Then we will get to know about our Acharyas as well. Then maybe next year we'll start offering so that next year all the devotees will become senior most. Then they'll be able to do offerings. It means you all have to speak about Prabhupada. You all have to speak what you are thinking and how Prabhupada is inspiring your life and what the prayers that you want to offer to Srila Prabhupada. So this is going to be the general practice from going forward. We should be prepared for that for next year. Okay, so we know Srila Prabhupada is a founder Acharya of ISKCON. So but we don't know much about Prabhupada other than that, right? So we will try to see Prabhupada's story is very big and it has a lot of difficulties in his life, lot of good times, lot of bad times. Everything is there in Prabhupada's life. It is very difficult to cover the whole life story in 1 hour. So we'll try to bring few incidents, or maybe chronologically, we'll try to see how we can, understand the life of Prabhupada and how he has struggled to start the ISKCON. That much we will try to understand. So I'll try to cover from the birth till he go to US for preaching. And if time permits, then we will talk few more, incidents in US, what he has done and how he has started ISKCON, and we'll try to understand. Srila Prabhupada was born to a pure devotee family, Gaur Mohan De and Rajni De. These are the devotees, they are good devotees. And Gaur Mohan De was a pure devotee. Uh, he used to worship Radharani, he used to worship Lord Krishna. It's a very pious family. And they are basically cloth merchants. They actually belong to Kolkata. So Gaur Mohan De was basically following the tradition of the Gaudiya Vaishnava parampara. He is there in the Gaudiya Vaishnava lineage. So as usual, when actually the name of the Prabhupada was Abhay Charan. Abhay Charan. So that was the name given to Prabhupada by his parents, Abhay Charan. And Abhay Charan was growing in, I think it is in 1896. The Abhay Charan was born. As he was little growing and he's seeing the traditions in the family, the way the parents are worshipping Radharani, the way parents are worshipping Krishna, all these things he is seeing. He got inspired. Generally, in the childhood, we all will cry for toys, right? In the same way, uh, as soon as he get up with a bells ringing sound, and the moment when he get up, his father was worshipping deities, and his mother was helping him. Like that, he was seeing all the day in day out the rituals that they had followed in the house, and the way his father was engaging in the devotional life. He is seeing and he got inspired. So he got inspired to do the deity worship even at the age of 4 or 5 years itself, uh, before even he start to go to schools and all. So the Prabhupada got inspired and he asked his parents like, I also want deities to worship. Okay, it's a good thing. Generally, we don't get such desire in that age, but it's good Prabhupada has got. That means from birth, Prabhupada is a devotee. So Gaur Mohan Dey has purchased some deities and given to him, and he is daily worshipping those deities as a play. Just like how we play with the toys, he plays with the deities. Okay. That is his lifestyle. So then, uh, generally, Radha Yatra is conducted in Puri, right? Puri Jagannath Radha Yatra. In those days, whenever there was a Radha Yatra, all the devotees used to, even from Kolkata, devotees used to go to Puri and then participate in Radha Yatra. Many times, Prabhupada has, Prabhupada has seen his father and mother participating in Radha Yatra. He got inspired to do Radha Yatra at that age. Then he went and asked his father that I want to conduct Radha Yatra. He was very small. He was very small, 5 years around. Then he said, generally done in Puri only. We don't do. Then he said, everybody else said, no, no, no. He's a small child. He wanted to play with Radha. So give one Radha to him so that he will play just like how the Radha Yatra is like. He will have a game kind of thing. Then, okay, Abhay, his name is Abhay, right? So people used to call him Abhay Babu. Okay, Abhay Babu. So he went to market to purchase a chariot. Okay, there is a Radha required, right? The chariot, but nowhere Radha was available. So he went around the market and he could not find the Radha. Then he said Radha is not available. Then Prabhupada started crying. Okay, so Abhay started. That time he was not Prabhupada. Okay, Abhay started crying. So we all cry for toys, but he started crying for chariot, so that he can conduct Radha Yatra for Lord Krishna, Jagannath. Then he was just sat on the road, and then he started crying, and everybody else came and then started seeing at him. He made big, scene there. Then there was one lady who is passing by, and she said, "Why is he crying?" Then his father explained, "He's crying for chariot so that he can conduct a Radha Yatra." So then she said, "I have a chariot. I will sponsor that for you. I will give that for you so that you can use it." That lady has given that chariot. And then using which he what he did is just the way we conduct Radha Yatra in our temples, he has conducted the Radha Yatra. He called all his friends. He went to door to door. He called all his friends, invited all of them for Radha Yatra. Then he made all the arrangements. And in fact, even before he started doing this Radha Yatra festival, Gaur Mohan Dey has helped him to learn Mridanga. Okay, Prabhupada was very small. Mridanga is this big. Okay, when he was trying to learn Mridanga, his hands were not even reaching the both sides of Mridanga also. So that small kid, Prabhupada, Mridanga, he learned. Somehow he helped. He has hired a teacher who helped Prabhupada to learn Mridanga. Prabhupada was a professional Mridanga player. Okay, so then he is leading the Kirtan team at that age. He was leading the Kirtan team. Then he called everybody. He called all the kids came. Then as kids came, the parents also got excited to see how Abhay was going to do this Radha Yatra. Although the chariot was small and deities were small, the Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. So he was conducting Radha Yatra. Parents also came. The parents also came. Then Gaur Mohan they said, no, 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 this is just a play. He's just trying to, you know, play with the kids. Then other parents and other neighbors, everybody said, no, 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 he's doing it good. So we all will participate in Radha Yatra. It has turned to be not a play, it has turned to be a real Radha Yatra. So the whole streets of Bengal, the Radha Yatra was done by, Abhay. You can see the picture here. The Radha Yatra, first Radha Yatra that, the Kirtan, Prabhupada was playing, he was in the Kartal and Kirtan. He was leading the complete Kirtan team and the chariot was doing. हाँ, ठीक है। तो इंग्लिश सबको समझ में आ रहा है ना? हिंदी में बोलना पड़ेगा। सबको आ रहा है तो ठीक है, हाँ? ठीक है, ठीक है। नहीं आएगा, बिल्कुल नहीं आएगा। गीता माता जी आए, समझ में ना? ठीक है, ठीक है। जहाँ समझ में ना आया तो बोलिए, हिंदी में रिपीट करता हूँ, ठीक है? ठीक है। तो अच्छे से रथ यात्रा चल रहा था। दैट वाज बेस्ट थिंग दैट हैज हैपेंड इन द चाइल्डहुड इटसेल्फ। सो इफ यू सी दोज डेज, रथ यात्रा सिर्फ पुरी में होता था, कहीं और नहीं होता था। एज ए गेम रथ यात्रा अभय ने अपना घर के पास पूरा मोहल्ला में वो किया है। This was an indication that Rathatya is going to be conducted globally. Prabhupada is going to make Radhayatra global. Okay. So later, when Prabhupada has grown, when he started ISKCON, then he made Radhayatra every ISKCON temple. Every ISKCON temple, every country in the world is conducting Radhayatra now. So this was a sign or indication that when Prabhupada was childhood itself, he started Radhayatra. That was an indication that he is going to do something in the future. Okay. Even generally we have a habit of doing a horoscope, right? कुंडली दिखाते हैं ना, कुंडली जब भी बच्चा होते हैं तो कुंडली बनाते हैं। तो कुंडली बनवाया प्रभुपाद के लिए भी, हमारे के लिए भी। तो उस कुंडली में ऐसा आया कि ये बच्चा नॉर्मल बच्चा नहीं, एट द एज ऑफ 70s, 70 साल की उम्र में वो पूरा विश्व को भ्रमण करेगा और 108 टेम्पल्स स्थापित करेगा, मंदिर मंदिर बनाएगा और पूरा दुनिया को हरिनाम संकीर्तन में वो पूरा दुनिया को परिचय करेगा। ये उसका हारोस्कोप में भी है, इसका कुंडली में भी है, ठीक है। So just like how we all will have a dreams, like parents will have a dreams, like my my son should become, after he grow up, he should become a engineer, he should become a doctor, or he should become a lawyer. Just like the same way, even Prabhupada parents also had a dream. उनकी mother जो है रजनी देवी, she had a dream that he should become a barrister, and that too he should study in Western countries, not in India. And he should become a lawyer in Western countries. That was her dream. एंड उसका अंकल्स, उसका फैमिली मेंबर सब सपोर्ट किया। हाँ ठीक है, उसको बैरिस्टर बना देंगे। उस टाइम पे रिस्पेक्टेबल जॉब मतलब बैरिस्टर, है ना? ये महात्मा गांधी डिड दैट। तो उस टाइम पे वो बैरिस्टर पढ़ा तो सबसे बड़ा पढ़ाई है और सब रेस्पेक्ट करते हैं उसका। वो भी फॉरेन में किया था। उस टाइम पे अमेरिका जाना ही बहुत बड़ी बात है। तो अमेरिका में बैरिस्टर करके अगर आए तो उसको रिस्पेक्ट ही अलग होता है। तो उसका मम्मी का वो है, बट अभय का फादर गौर मोहन दे का ऐसा कोई डिजायर नहीं है। ये बैरिस्टर जाएगा, बैरिस्टर करने के लिए वो जाएगा, वो फॉरेन जाएगा, अमेरिका जाएगा, यूएस जाएगा। वहाँ का कल्चर अलग है, यहाँ का कल्चर अलग है। हम लोग वो ब्राह्मण फैमिली में जैसा होता है वैसा उधर नहीं होता है। सब लोग दारू पीता है, सब लोग इंटॉक्सिक लोग होता है और दे विल गो बिहाइंड वुमेन, दे डू गैम्बलिंग, ऑल these things they will do. This all culture will get adopted by even other also if he goes and start doing that. So उसके लिए प्रभुपाद का फादर जो है, इनको ऐसा था कि Prabhupada should become a great devotee, a servant of Radha Rani. ये गौर मोहन दे का डिजाइन था, डिजाइन था। तो लेकिन ठीक है, उस एक्चुअली एज ए ट्रेडिशन और एज ए रिचुअल्स, गौर मोहन दे यूज्ड टू call all sadhus to their home. Then he used to offer them prasad. He used to serve them, and he used to respect them. Prabhupada has been watching all these things. ठीक है, बचपन से वो देख रहा था। हर रोज कोई 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 ना कोई साधु आता है घर पे। तो गौर मोहन ने उसको होस्ट करता है। उसको जो चाहिए वो मतलब प्रसाद देना है, उसको अरेंजमेंट करना है, रहने के लिए अरेंजमेंट करना, अच्छा रिस्पेक्ट करता है। साधु को रिस्पेक्ट करना उसका रिचुअल, ठीक है? तो ये सब कुछ देख रहे हैं, ये सब कुछ देख रहे हैं प्रभुपाद। तो इसलिए उसका जो ब्लड में ही वो आ गया डिवोशन जो है। इवन वो उसका पेरेंट्स, उसका मदर, उसका अंकल्स, उसका फैमिली मेंबर्स वांटेड हिम टू do good studies and then become a good lawyer, but he still have cultivated the devotional service talent. तो ये सारा देखते देखते ही वो बड़ा हो गए, अभी कॉलेज जाने का टाइम आ गया। तो प्रभुपाद को स्कॉटिश चर्च कॉलेज में एडमिट किया है, डिग्री, स्कॉटिश चर्च कॉलेज में डिग्री कर रहा था। तो उस कॉलेज वाज अ फेमस कॉलेज इन कलकत्ता। उसी कॉलेज में इवन सुभाष चंद्र बोस स्टडीड, द सेम कॉलेज where Prabhupada also joined. Getting admission into that college itself is very difficult those days. But Prabhupada is an intelligent, बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाई करता है, बहुत ब्रिलियंट स्टूडेंट है प्रभुपाद। उनको उस कॉलेज में एडमिशन मिला है। But the problem is this is a Christian school basically. Their subtle agenda is different. उनकी एजेंडा ये है कि सबको कन्वर्ट करो। बाहर दिखाता नहीं है, बट अंदर से उसका वो सटल एजेंडा के थ्रू वो लोग पढ़ाई करवाते हैं। उधर भी प्रेयर्स होता है, उधर भी सब कुछ होता है। तो जो देखते आया है अभी तक, जो वो फॉलो करते आया है, उससे थोड़ा कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट करना शुरू हो गया। मतलब जब कॉलेज जाना शुरू हो गया, वहाँ का फिलॉसफी अलग हो गया, वहाँ का कल्चर अलग हो गया, एंड देन his philosophies got started challenged by you know his college life. Anyways, he was not deviated because it is there from birth for him. The devotion service for Radharani and devotional service for Krishna is there from birth for him. He has been watching his parents. उसका अपना पेरेंट्स को देख रहे हैं, नेबर्स को देख रहे हैं, उसका रिलेटिव्स को देख रहे हैं, सब पाइस लोग हैं वहां पे, सब पुण्य पुण्य लोग हैं, ठीक है? तो इसे देखते देखते आया है, बट फिर भी इन्होंने समझ लिया कि क्या गलत जा रहा है, क्या सही है, वो गलत क्या समझ के उन्होंने अपना रास्ता में वो जा रहा है। ऊपर से वहां पे सुभाष चंद्र बोस जैसा लोग पढ़ाई किया है, वहां पे थोड़ा कमिटमेंट ज्यादा है, थोड़ा डिटर्मिनेशन ज्यादा है, उसका पढ़ाई में भी उसको उतना ही है। तो उसी टाइम पे फ्रीडम मूवमेंट भी है, मतलब colonial rule was going on at that time. Before colonial, it was a Muslim rule. So British has started ruling, and even Subhash Chandra Bose and even Mahatma Gandhi, all these were started fighting for freedom at that time. तो प्रभुपाद को भी ये मोटिवेट हो गया है। प्रभुपाद को भी ये फ्रीडम मूवमेंट जो है वो जरूरी लगा है। सब इंडियंस को फ्रीडम चाहिए ब्रिटिश से। उसके लिए जो भी महात्मा गांधी जो भी बोल रहे हैं या सुभाष चंद्र बोस जो भी बोल रहे हैं, सब लोग जो भी बोल रहे हैं, ये सब कुछ सुनते आया है। और उसको जो जब से कॉलेज जाना शुरू किया, उसका दिमाग में सोशल सर्विस या पॉलिटिकल एंगल में भी उसका इन्वॉल्वमेंट शुरू हो गया है। तो जब ये हो गया, वो भी इंस्पायर हो कि वो भी सबके साथ उन्होंने गांधी जी जो भी बोला, खादी, एक्चुअली उस टाइम पे खादी मतलब कॉटन जो है वो इंडिया से एक्सपोर्ट होता है ब्रिटेन। इंडिया से ब्रिटेन एक्सपोर्ट होकर वहां पे क्लॉथ बन के वापस इंडिया में आता है। इंडिया में आके फिर इंडिया में हायर रेट में बेचता है। तो कॉटन तो सबसे सस्ता में लेके चला जाता है ब्रिटिश वाला, और उसको कपड़ा बना के वापस लेके आके हमको ही बहुत महंगा में बेचता है। ये चीजें महात्मा गांधी को अच्छा नहीं लगा। तो महात्मा गांधी ने ये इंग्लिश कपड़ा को बॉयकॉट करने के लिए बोला, तो खादी पहनने के लिए बोला था। उस टाइम पे खादी खादी पहनना वो कोई फैशन नहीं है। फिर भी लीडर्स ने जो बोला है उसकी वजह से इवन प्रभुपाद भी खादी पहना है, खादी पहना है, मतलब इंडियन खादी पहना है। मतलब इंडियन प्रोडक्ट को ही वो इस्तेमाल करना है। वैसा प्रभुपाद इवन अभय चरण भी वैसा ही करते आया है। तो उस टाइम पे फ्रीडम मूवमेंट जो है वो मोरलेस 3 पार्ट्स में है। ऐसे बोले तो अर्ली 20s में नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट। नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट में ये है कि डोंट यूज द इंपोर्टेड प्रोडक्ट्स, यूज ओनली इंडियन प्रोडक्ट्स। उसी में खादी पहनना ये सब कुछ। देन उसके बाद सिविल डिसोबीडियंस। देन इसके बाद क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट। सो ये 3 पार्ट में था। 1940s में गया तो ये क्विट इंडिया, ये सब में वो सुनते आया है, पार्टिसिपेट करते आया है। तो प्रभुपाद भी इंस्पायर हो गया है। ये भी एक फ्रीडम फाइटर बनना चाहता था। ठीक है। बट उस टाइम पे अ, महात्मा गांधी ने एक ये जो नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट की हिसाब से वो सब कुछ छोड़ने के लिए बोला उन्होंने। फॉरेन से जो भी इंपोर्ट करते हैं सब कुछ छोड़ने के लिए बोला। तो प्रभुपाद का डिग्री खत्म हो गया स्कॉटिश चर्च में। तो डिग्री का सर्टिफिकेट भी नहीं लिया। He does not want to take degree certificate also because the degree certificate is issued by British government. He does not want to take even the British government given certificate because he's got so much inspired by the freedom fighters talks, motivated so much. Then उनको उनको ये अच्छा पढ़ाई करके ये करना वो करना, मतलब इतना कमाना उतना कमाना ये नहीं है उसको। सोसाइटी के लिए क्या करना है, तो ये सोच में था प्रभुपाद, इसलिए उन्होंने डिग्री का सर्टिफिकेट भी नहीं लिया। Although he passed all the exams, although he is qualified to get the certificate, he has not taken the degree certificate. Came back and he started a business. And the business that he started was pharmaceutical agent, फार्मासिस्ट बेसिकली। उस टाइम पे इतना ज़्यादा डॉक्टर्स भी नहीं होता है। अ, जो फार्मासिस्ट होता है उसको थोड़ा बहुत डॉक्टर का काम भी पता चलता है। मतलब अगर आपको कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो फार्मासिस्ट के पास जाएगा, तो फार्मासिस्ट कुछ रिकमेंड करके आपको सीधा मेडिसिन भी देता है। मतलब प्रभुपाद सो आफ्टर सम एक्सपीरियंस प्रभुपाद भी डॉक्टर बन गए। मतलब ही कैन आल्सो सजेस्ट मेडिसिन फॉर एनी डिसीज दैट यू हैव, उतना नॉलेज तो उसके पास भी है। एंड ही स्टार्टेड ए कंपनी and as a businessman, Prabhupada, uh, not only as a Prabhupada pharmacist, Prabhupada इन्होंने एक फैक्ट्री भी खोला है and he has started expanding the business. He started expanding the business. इनकी बिजनेस दिल्ली में है, इनकी बिजनेस इलाहाबाद में है, इनकी बिजनेस कोलकाता में है। सो ऐसा बहुत स्टेट्स में भी वो बिजनेस एक्सपेंड किए हैं। अ, उस बिजनेस से ही वो घर का कमाई एवरीथिंग चल रहा था। तो उसके बाद एक बार ऐसा हुआ कि प्रभुपाद का कोई फ्रेंड उस टाइम पे जब इलाहाबाद में था, प्रभुपाद का कोई फ्रेंड बोला कि इधर कोई साधु आ रहा है, उस साधु को मिलने के लिए हम जा रहे हैं। उस टाइम पे कोई भी साधु कहीं से भी आता है तो उसको बहुत रेस्पेक्ट करते हैं, इनवाइट करते हैं, उसको अच्छे से रेस्पेक्ट करके सुनते हैं। Prabhupada had a habit of meeting sadhus in the childhood. तो बचपन से अपना फादर इनवाइट कर रहा था, फादर होस्ट कर रहा था, उसको कैसा रेस्पेक्ट दे रहे हैं सब देख रहे हैं। उनके फादर को भी देख रहे हैं और घर में जो भी साधु लोग आ रहे हैं उनको भी देख रहे हैं। तो प्रभुपाद को साधु लोगों के ऊपर थोड़ा नेगेटिव फीलिंग है। साधु लोगों का जितना रेस्पेक्ट उसका फादर है वो साधु लोग डिजर्व नहीं करते हैं, क्योंकि जैसा दिखता है वैसा नहीं है वो लोग। He has seen them taking cigarettes, having coffee, tea, all the bad habits. Some of the sadhus he has seen. Some sadhus were like that, they wear sadhu, clothes so that they can get respect and they can be treated, they will get everything that they want. ऐसे साधु लोगों को बहुत लोगों को देखा है। तो जब प्रभुपाद ने देखा तो प्रभुपाद को इतना कोई एक्साइटमेंट नहीं था कि कोई जाके साधु को मिलो। तो अपना फ्रेंड ने तो बुलाया, तो इन्होंने बोला आप जाके मिलो, मैं नहीं आऊंगा, आप जाके मिलो। तो लेकिन प्रभुपाद ने अभय चरण को उन लोग ने थोड़ा फोर्स किया है, आ जाओ, ये साधु वैसा साधु नहीं है जैसा आपने देखा है, ठीक है। ये आया है कोलकाता से, अ, बंगाल से आया है, तो इन साधु को मिलो करके प्रभुपाद। तो फर्स्ट टाइम प्रभुपाद अपना स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर को मिला। वो साधु कोई और नहीं है, वो साधु भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर। ये भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर ने उस टाइम पे मुद्राया अपना जो फॉलोअर्स है उससे एड्रेस करने के लिए वहां पे आया है। तो भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर से पहली बार मिला है। तो जब पहली बार मिला है, तब भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर ने जो भी बात किया, जो भी बोला, जो भी प्रीचिंग किया है, उससे वो भी इंस्पायर हो गया है, इंस्पायर हो गया। तो उस टाइम पे उन्होंने जो भी बोला, यू कैन सी द प्रभुपाद सिटिंग हियर, द व्हाइट ड्रेस, खादी पहन के, ठीक है। तो प्रभुपाद जब भक्तिसिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर को मिला है, उसकी स्पीच जो है, उन्होंने जो भी बात किया है, वो सब कुछ प्रभुपाद को इंस्पायर किया है, प्रभुपाद को इंस्पायर किया है, बट फिर भी he was still in the social service, he is still in the political contribution and the freedom fight. All these things are there in his mind. He is still involved in all those things, and he is doing his business, and he is following Mahatma Gandhi, and he is following all the social activists. Whatever he also want to become social activist. That is his mood. And Prabhupada meeting Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur for the first time has changed his complete lifestyle. That is the power of sadhu sangha. Okay, the moment that you meet one's great devotee will change your life. तो प्रभुपाद को इन्होंने देखा, तो दूर से ही देखा भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर, उन्होंने बोला कि उनको समझ में आ गया, ही इज गोइंग टू बी नेक्स्ट आचार्य, ही इज गोइंग टू बी नेक्स्ट who is going to take forward his movement. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur had a great challenge at that time. The problem was most of the Indians are pious guys, and all the pious activities that they are doing are ritualistic pious activities they are doing. They don't understand the purpose of the rituals that they are following. This is a big challenge. अभी भी हम भी हर हफ्ता मंदिर जाते हैं, कुछ ना कुछ रिचुअलिस्टिक एक्टिविटीज करते हैं घर में, लेकिन हमको उसकी पर्पस क्या है मालूम नहीं है। एंड ये बन गया बड़ा चैलेंज भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर के लिए। एंड ही स्टार्टेड काउंटिंग ऑल दीस थिंग्स। दिस इज नॉट द वे, दिस इज नॉट द पर्पस ऑफ द लाइफ। स्पिरिचुअल एक्टिविटी का पर्पस ही अलग होना चाहिए। ये लोग जो कर रहे हैं, सब लोग विदाउट एनी गोल दे स्टार्टेड डूइंग स्पिरिचुअल एक्टिविटी। लोग तो स्पिरिचुअल एक्टिविटी कर रहे हैं, एज रिचुअल्स दे आर डूइंग। Problem is nobody understand the purpose. Nobody understand how to do. Nobody understand what is the aim. तो उस सिचुएशन में संत सरस्वती ठाकुर ने बहुत व्हाइट पेपर्स लिखा है, बहुत कुछ प्रीचिंग किया है सबको। एक्चुअली इससे पहले प्रीचिंग हो रहा था, लेकिन भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर आने के बाद प्रीचिंग अलग लेवल में चला गया है। He started governments and he started temples. इन्होंने ऑलमोस्ट 70 टेम्पल स्थापित किया है इन एंड आउट इंडिया। उन्होंने बांग्लादेश में भी किया है, बर्मा में भी किया है, ठीक है। बहुत सारा 70 temples he has started. The purpose of starting these temples is to educate people on spiritual knowledge, scriptures, not to do the ritualistic spiritual activities. This is the purpose of the temples. It's have grown. It has become very big and it has become very opulent. Okay. At that time when he came, first time when Prabhupada met Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he understood the whole of Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. What is he trying to do? What is the real purpose? He tried to understand. It is not that just meeting. Prabhupada met Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and he had a long argument with Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. When Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was asked, Prabhupada, become a preacher in English and start spreading the Krishna's message across the world, and especially in the Western countries. Then Abhay Charan said, "You are asking to educate all the people spiritually, but people don't have freedom. British is ruling. They need freedom first. Without they having freedom, what is the point of giving them spiritual education, spiritual knowledge?" So this was the question, the first question that Abhay Charan asked his spiritual master in his first meeting. Then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur did not just give up on that. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, okay, some innocent guy asked something. First time meeting is some sadhu. He does not know how to speak and what to ask, what to not ask. He may not be aware. He may be asking something. He has not left it like that. He has given the complete philosophy of what is the importance of making the whole world Krishna consciousness. So he said, freedom does not mean that making the British go out of India. Freedom is not only required for India, freedom is required for the whole country, whole world. What are you doing about giving the freedom for the whole world? And Abhay Charan did not understand what is Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was talking. Then Abhay Charan asked, what do you mean? We are under the ruling of British, not the whole world. And we need to get the freedom. Then freedom is not about living independently without having British ruling. Freedom is all about changing our consciousness. Freedom is real freedom is that you get the freedom from the clutches of Maya. If you are not getting liberated from Maya, whether British is ruling or India is ruling, it does not matter. You're still in Maya. You are still suffering in this material world. So give freedom from the material world, not for India only. And the freedom is not only required for India, it is required for the whole world. This is what this Siddhanta Saraswati has done. It has inspired, adventure. He's not convinced also. It's not that he told something and he just listened and came out. This is what happens, right? From this world, we just go and listen to some lectures and we just, think that it is a ritual or think that some entertainment and come out and we do our activities. And Abhay Charan was not like that. Abhay Charan has to take his spiritual master's words seriously and he started thinking of how I can help Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. मैंने कैसा सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर को कैसा इसका मूवमेंट इन्होंने जो बोल रहे हैं सही बोल रहे हैं इन्होंने जो कर रहे हैं सही कर रहे हैं and if he is doing everything right the freedom movement is not actual the freedom movement that we need to participate in and actual freedom movement is uh, giving the freedom from the clutches of Maya. That conviction Prabhupada has got. And we have seen Prabhupada how much determined he was even from the childhood. He has done everything that he wanted and the best way he has done. And now also he wanted to best. And he is a businessman. Being a businessman, how can he participate in the movement of this is from the Saraswati Thakur? Okay. So then he thought, he heard, and from then onwards he considered Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur as his master, his spiritual master, and he started hearing to his lectures. Wherever Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur goes, he also goes. Whenever possible, out of all his business life, he has expanded his business like anything so that he can earn more money and he can use that money in the service of his guru. This was his mood. So with that mood, he has started working, and and after some time, he met second time in Vrindavan, his spiritual master, face to face. Okay, till then he was following Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's lectures, his magazines, his books, everything he is reading. He is reading all scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everything he is reading. And then he is following Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur lectures. And in Vrindavan, Parikrama time, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati met Abhay Charan once again. Sorry, Ulta. Abhay Charan met Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada in Vrindavan. Just like, although he was busy, he also thought he will go to Vrindavan and be part of the Parikrama. And then he went. When he met Abhay Charan, when Abhay Charan met in Vrindavan, he did not speak anything with his spiritual master. उन्होंने भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर was giving preaching whole day he was telling all the disciples were following his lectures. So Abhay Charan also sitting and attentively hearing the lectures of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. From the first lecture to the last lecture till the end, even after all the disciples left, also Abhay Charan did not leave. He was just watching his spiritual master and he's just listening to what he is saying. He's following everything. And this is observed by even Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And he did not appreciate it that time. And it all went. And then he did not speak anything. And even his attentive listening qualities were also not appreciated by his guru at that time. That was not his intention. He was not, listening so much that his spiritual master will appreciate him. That was not his intention. He got attracted to what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was talking, and he was listening. Everybody else left, and only one person remaining, and that was Abhay Charan. Okay, he has noticed everything, and and then the whole parikrama went well, and then he went back to his business again in Allahabad. He went back to Allahabad. Uh, then what happened? After a month, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur came to Allahabad on his because he was roaming around India for preaching. Um, when he came to Allahabad, that time his other Gaudiya Vaishnava disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur recommended Prabhupada for initiation. Because the second time when Abhay was meeting Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he appreciated. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur appreciated Srila Prabhupada at that time. Everybody else was seeing. All were initiated devotees who were there with Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur did not appreciate any of his disciples. And he is the one, Abhay Charan, who was not an initiated disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. But he said, you have to take my mission forward. You have to preach in English. You are speaking very good English. You have good knowledge and you have good listening skills and you have more serving guru. So you are the right person to preach. So you go to Western countries and preach. Again, he said, this is the second time he has instructed. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has instructed his disciple, Abhay Charan. So then later, after some time, um, he got initiated. When he got initiated, his wife, his children, everybody were invited. Uh, his wife was also pious, but they were not serious in bhakti. They are not serious in bhakti. Like ritualistic pious activities they will do, but the same problem that those days everything is pious. The problem is nobody follows it seriously. So his wife said, his wife was also offered, like, go with Abhay, you will also be initiated by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Even Abhay Charan has called his wife, come with me, we will go and get initiated. But she said, I don't want to get initiated, and you also don't get initiated. It's not required for us. Let's do the way we are. We don't need to be serious. We'll go once in a while, like how we go for a movie once in a week. We'll go once in a week for a temple. And we will do pious activities. What is the need for getting initiation? But Abhay was committed, determined that he wanted to go. Then Abhay went to take the initiation. That time, although he was, his family was invited, None of his family members have participated in the initiation program of Abhay. So Abhay Charan name has been changed by his guru, spiritual master Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Abhay Charanaраvinda Das. This was the name. Okay, that's why we call AC Bhaktivedanta Swami. Okay. And the second thing, he just got initiated. Generally, the Bhaktivedanta title is given to the disciples when he becomes sannyasi. He just got initiated. None of his godfathers were given the title of Bhaktivedanta. But Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, "You are Bhaktivedanta." Because by then he completed reading Bhagavatam. He completed reading Bhagavad Gita many times. And he was very rich. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur titled him as Bhaktivedanta. And everybody else was surprised. Everybody else was surprised. And he understood the mood of the his guru. So he has written some poetries. Prabhupada has written some poetries. And he has given this poetry to his guru. And in fact, his guru got so much inspired to initiate him. Generally, Harinam initiation and Brahman initiation, these two are different activities and these two will not be initiated together to a devotee. ठीक है अगर हम लोग इनिशिएशन के लिए गुरु के पास जाते हैं हरिनाम इनिशिएशन होता है बल्कि हमारा नाम चेंज करता है जैसा हम सबका नाम चेंज हो गया है वैसे ही अभय चरण का नाम भी चेंज हो गया अभय चरण अम, अभय चरणारविंद अभय चरण अरविंद बस हो गया तो भक्ति सिद्धांत सर ठाकुर ने बोला कि मैं आपको हरिनाम इनिशिएशन एंड ब्राह्मण इनिशिएशन दोनों एक साथ तो प्रभुपाद का इनिशिएशन ब्राह्मण इनिशिएशन एंड हरिनाम इनिशिएशन एक साथ हो गया दोनों एक साथ हो गया unless otherwise you are so much qualified you cannot get that the reason for why Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has initiated Brahman initiated him is because he is a qualified speaker he can speak he is a authentic speaker on scriptures and अगर ब्राह्मण इनिशिएशन नहीं हुआ तो वो डिवोटी डिटी वर्शिप नहीं कर सकते वो डिवोटी स्क्रिप्चर्स के ऊपर बात नहीं कर सकते तो इसलिए भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर ने इनको दीक्षा दे दिया दोनों दीक्षा एक साथ दे दिया तो एंड दिस इज आल्सो सरप्राइजिंग फैक्टर फॉर अदर गौड़िया वैष्णव डिसाइपल्स ऑफ भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर so the senior disciples of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur who are godfathers of Avicharana or Avicharanavindas they don't like this they don't want and then Avicharana has written some poetry and given to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur read this and understood that he is the right person. Take forward the mission. तो इन्होंने बोला इन्होंने जो भी लिख रहा है ये आदमी जो भी लिखेगा उसको हमारा मैगजीन में पब्लिश करो जनरली मैगजीन में पब्लिश करना मतलब इट्स नॉट अ स्मॉल थिंग because every magazine is published with some intention and they will have some philosophy they will have some guided philosophy basically you cannot read anything which is deviating from the philosophy अगर मैं कुछ लिखता हूँ अगर वो पब्लिश हो जाएगा वो मैगजीन जो मैनेज कर रहे हैं इसका फिलॉसफी अलग है अगर मैं जाके कुछ और लिखता हूँ जो उसके फिलॉसफी से अलग है तो वो एक्सेप्ट नहीं होगा तो गौड़ीय वैष्णव जो लीनियज है वो एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगा बट किसी सरस्वती को इतना फेथ था he trusted Prabhupada so much that whatever he writes it will not be something which is deviating from the philosophy of Gaudiya Vaishnava. So Prabhupada's writings were approved to be published in the Gaudiya Vaishnava magazines. And he started writing. And this is not accepted by other God brothers. And other God brothers told him that you start helping us in editing, feeding, all these things. Okay. They did not allow Prabhupada to come over and then they did not allow Prabhupada to start preaching. They did not allow Prabhupada to do anything that he wants. So although he was in business, although his aim was to do preaching in Western countries, but he felt family is important. Family's responsibilities are important because he's in young age and he has two kids. So kids are there and he has to make them study and they should take care of the family. Till then, he said he thought he cannot take sannyas. So many godbrothers have suggested him to take sannyas, but he has not taken sannyas. So it's there in his mind that he is not able to serve his guru because his guru wanted him to go to Western countries and preach, but he is not able to do that. That is there killing him in his mind. इसलिए वो बिजनेस में ही while doing the business only he is traveling many places and wherever he is going he started preaching. So वैसा preach करते करते उन्होंने this is the second time when he met and he got initiated from the Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Okay. So while he was traveling, he started if that something I have to do so that my my spiritual master will be pleased. This is only his aim. तो ही फेल्ट मध्य प्रदेश में झांसी करके एक जगह है झांसी झांसी में कुछ लोग इंटरेस्टेड लगा उनको मतलब goes to झांसी also जब भी झांसी जाता है तो झांसी में उधर लोग इनको फॉलो करते हैं इन्होंने जो भी प्रीचिंग कर रहा है वो सब वो लोग भी सुन रहा था तो उनको लगा कि अगर मैं इधर एक प्लेस बना दूं झांसी में एंड उस प्लेस में इन लोगों को कल्टीवेट करो ताकि ये लोग डिवोटीज बन जाएगा कृष्णा कॉन्शियस में आगे बढ़ेगा ये लोग ठीक है जैसा हम लोग एक सेंटर बनाया है यहाँ पे वैसा प्रभुपाद को लगा कि एक सेंटर स्टार्ट करना है झांसी में झांसी में बहुत सारा लोग वयस्क लोग प्रभुपाद का साथ दिया है तो वहां पे एक संस्था स्टार्ट किया है the organization name is League of Devotees. He started that organization, the League of Devotees in Jhansi. Prabhupada has started that. तो वहां पे लोग ऑलरेडी पायस लोग हैं बहुत सारा मंदिर है लोग मंदिरों में जा रहे हैं पूजा करके आ रहे हैं लेकिन हम क्यों क्या है हम क्यों जाना चाहिए वो नहीं हो रहे इसलिए इन्होंने जो सेंटर स्टार्ट किया है उस सेंटर में हम लोग स्पिरिचुअल एजुकेशन देंगे लोगों को ताकि लोगों को समझ में आएगा क्यों मंदिर जाना है मंदिर जाके क्या सीखना है लाइफ का ये क्या होना चाहिए हाउ टू बी इन कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस हाउ टू रीड दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग यू वांट टू टीच and he started teaching and this the essence of why Prabhupada wanted to do all this preaching program is not understood by his followers. They are all pious people. They want to support for pious activities. And there was another pious activity that they wanted to do. And that pious activity was the women welfare activity, something. तो उनको जो प्लेस दिया गया है जहाँ पे उन्होंने सेंटर रन कर रहा था जैसा हम लोग सेंटर रन कर रहे थे तो जैसा प्लेस दिया गया है उस प्लेस का जो ओनर है एंड ओनर ने बोला कि अगर मैं जो कर रहे हैं ठीक ही कर रहे हैं लेकिन ये बात आप क्या एक्स्ट्रा ज्यादा कर रहे हैं जो मंदिर में ऑलरेडी हो रहा है कितना सारा मंदिर पड़ा है हम सब मंदिर जाएंगे आपके पास क्यों तो हमको और ज्यादा पाइस एक्टिविटी और ज्यादा पुण्य कर्म करना है इससे ज्यादा तो वुमेन्स को सपोर्ट करेंगे तो और पुण्य कार्य होता है yes activity than what we are doing and they did not differentiate between they didn't differentiate they come versus they coming to the bus center the league of devotees okay so they all are pious but they did not differentiate the pious activity versus the bhakti so then Prabhupada was forced to leave that place. Prabhupada said, you have to stop this activity. There is nothing new that you are doing. We are already going to many temples and you made another temple here. There is no need for extra temple. Okay. Then they used that place for some other pious activity. And Prabhupada thought, if Prabhupada wanted to fight with them and get that place and then continue his movement, he could have done it. Then he realized that this is not the place. Of course, he has initiated one person there. Father has initiated one devotee there. He has given Diksha to him. That was another incident where Prabhupada had Prabhupada को अपना गॉड ब्रदर्स जो है उनके साथ राइवल हो गया। प्रभुपाद का गॉड ब्रदर्स उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया। आप कैसे इनिशिएट कर सकते हो? आपको दीक्षा देने का अधिकार कौन दिया है? आप बस प्रीचिंग करो। आप किसी को जाके दीक्षा कैसे दे सकते हो? अपना गुरु भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर के पास लेके जाओ, भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर दीक्षा देगा। भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर का जो मूल है उसका बाकी दूसरे लोग समझा नहीं। प्रभुपाद जितना समझा है उतना बाकी लोग समझा नहीं है। प्रभुपाद को अपना हमको गौड़ीय वैष्णव गॉड ब्रदर्स के साथ लड़ाई करना नहीं चाहता। He does not want to fight with anybody. Then he thought this is not the place and this is not the mission that I am supposed to be and this is not the service that my Guru Maharaj has given to me. अगर मैं इधर ही रहेगी, इधर ही लड़ाई करता रहूंगा, जहाँ पे मेरा टाइम वेस्ट हो जाएगा और एंड मेरा गुरु ने मेरे को जो जो सर्विस करने के लिए बोला है एंड वो भी मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा। करके इन्होंने लीग ऑफ डिवोटीज का जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन्होंने स्टार्ट किया है उसको स्टॉप किया है वहां पे। And it's a big failure, spiritual step, first step that he has taken. We all will, if even हमको भी हमारे लिए भी अगर ये केस आता बहुत फील हो गया है ना। तो हम लोग ऊपर सेंटर स्टार्ट किया है, लोग आना शुरू किए हैं, 30 लोग 20 लोग 40 लोग 50 लोग हो गए हैं। तो हम लोग अच्छे से कर रहे हैं, तो बीच में प्रॉब्लम आ गए हैं हमको भी, है ना। तो जैसा बीच में प्रॉब्लम आ गया है, तो कृष्णा के अरेंजमेंट से अलग होता है। वी शुड नॉट बी डिसअपॉइंटेड विथ व्हाटएवर इज हैपनिंग। ऑब्स्टेकल्स हर चीज में होता है, स्पिरिचुअल एक्टिविटीज में भी ऑब्स्टेकल्स होता है। इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि हमको हमारा मिशन से स्टॉप करना है, आगे नहीं बढ़ना है। इसलिए हम लोग उस दिन से लेके अभी तक कभी स्टॉप नहीं किया। कहीं ना कहीं रेंट पे भी लिया है, हमारा प्रोग्राम चला है। तो अभी यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं, इस जगह पे कर रहे हैं। तो इसका भी प्रॉब्लम, इसको भी खाली करने के लिए हमको बोला है। और हर बार जब हम ओनर से मिलते हैं, ओनर बोलते हैं कब खाली कर रहे हैं। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ही आस्क्ड कब खाली कर रहे हैं, व्हेन आर यू वेकेटिंग दिस प्लेस। तो तो कृष्ण के अरेंजमेंट कुछ और है। तो एक डिवोटीज ऐसे लोग हैं जो कृष्णा के ऊपर डिपेंड होते हैं। दे डोंट डिपेंड ऑन देम themselves, they don't depend on their knowledge, they don't depend on their karma, they don't depend on external things, they only depend on Krishna। कृष्ण का अरेंजमेंट और अच्छा होगा इससे। तो इसलिए हमको एक और अच्छा प्लेस मिला है। नेक्स्ट वीक से हम नया प्लेस से हम लोग चालू करने वाला है हमारा सेंटर। जैसे प्रभुपाद ने लीग ऑफ डिवोटीज छोड़ दिया, हम लोग इस जगह को भी ऐसे ही छोड़ देंगे। इससे भी अच्छा जगह में जाएंगे, बड़ा जगह में जाएंगे। तो वहाँ पे काम चल रहे हैं अभी। आज भी अभी गुरु गौरव प्रभु जाके देख के आया है, काम चल रहा है। आई थिंक बाय टुडे एंड ऑफ द डे और टुमारो मॉर्निंग द वर्क विल बी फिनिश। So next week we will have Janmashtami celebration in CPWD quarters, and after that Ranashtami celebration will be there. And the Ranashtami week we will go to our center, new place. So maybe after this class we will tell more details about that. So Luther devotees जैसे छोड़ दिया इन्होंने, then he started. He has decided that he cannot go and walk along with his Gaudiya Vaishnava God brothers so that he can fulfill the mission of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He decided that he has to independently walk. That is what he has decided. तो इन्होंने और although he was connected with the Gaudiya Vaishnava परंपरा, then उन्होंने अपना बिजनेस को और एक्सपेंड करना शुरू किया। बिजनेस और अच्छे से कर रहा था, बहुत कुछ कर रहा था। Then he was still feeling that he has to do something, and he started writing, reading all these things he was doing, and he started writing Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, भगवद गीता का जो पत्तों है, भगवद गीता का जो ट्रांसलेशंस हैं, ये सब कुछ लिखना शुरू कर दिया। भगवद गीता लिख दिया, भागवतम लिखना भी शुरू कर दिया। एंड व्हेन ही स्टार्टेड राइटिंग भागवतम, ऑल कुछ चीजें लिखने के बाद अपना घर में पूरा जो लिखा है वो रख दिया है। उसका बीवी ने क्या किया, उसका रद्दी में बेच दिया। रद्दी में बेच के उनसे कॉफी पिया है। वो जो पैसा आया है उस पैसे से कॉफी पिया है। कॉफी टी पीने के लिए उन्होंने बेच दिया है। तो इन्होंने प्रभुपाद ने मेहनत करके बनाया है वो सब कुछ। उस टाइम पे प्रिंटिंग करवाने के लिए इतना ये नहीं था। अभी पहले तो लिखना चाहिए, बाद में प्रिंटिंग होगा। तो पूरा हजारों पेज ये लिख दिया, सब गया है। हम लोग कंप्यूटर में, मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मैंने ये पीपीटी बनाया, ये पीपीटी बनाया मैंने। तो इस पीपीटी को मैंने सेव नहीं किया, सेव नहीं किया। तो जब ये इधर आया तो कंप्यूटर इज नॉट कनेक्टिंग टू टीवी, तो मेरे को रीबूट करना पड़ा। तो मैंने कंप्यूटर को रीबूट किया। तो उस टाइम पे उन्होंने पूछा कि सेव करना चाहता है क्या? मैं गलती से नो कर दिया। ठीक है, मेरे को 5-10 मिनट लगा उसको रिट्राइव करने के लिए। लकीली अभी आजकल का जो कंप्यूटर्स है ना, ये कंप्यूटर्स वो बफर में सेव करके रखता है। पहले जैसा कंप्यूटर्स होता है तो गया, तो नहीं आता है वापस। अभी रिट्राइव करने के लिए मेरे को जाके रिट्राइव करने में 15 मिनट लगा, 10-15 मिनट लगा। तो रिट्राइव करके फिर वापस इसको लेके आया। और मतलब ऐसा ही बहुत कुछ लिख दिया। लिखने के बाद उसका वाइफ ने रद्दी में बेच दिया, कि वो वापस नहीं आएगा। कितना होता है प्रभुपाद का। प्रभुपाद ने उसका वाइफ को बोला कि आपको क्या चाहिए? आपको चाय चाहिए क्या? हं? या मैं चाहिए क्या? कौन चाहिए आपको? यू वांट मिल्क, यू वांट कॉफी? तो प्रभुपाद का वाइफ ने बोला, प्रभुपाद ने थोड़ा जोक कर रही होगा, क्योंकि उन्होंने अंदर जाके कप में चाय लेके आके बैठ के मेरे को चाय चाहिए बोला है। तो प्रभुपाद taking that seriously, was taking that seriously. Yes, listen. वो उसके दिमाग में कुछ अनफुलफिलमेंट का चीजें हैं। He is already depressed because he is not able to serve his spiritual master. जब वो यंग था उस टाइम पे स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर ने बोला, जब 22-23 साल का उम्र में था उस टाइम पे बोला, अभी 50 साल का ऊपर आ गए आदमी, उसका अपना स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर ने जो बोला है वो चीजें अभी हम रिटायरमेंट होने का समय आ गया है। हम बिल्कुल करेंगे तो कब करेंगे? Reading Bhagavatam, in the Bhagavatam also it says that Krishna will make arrangement when you think that you are not, and he will for advancement of spiritual life, he will also take away your material offenses. If that is the obstacle for you, if that is the obstacle, it's not only the assets that you have, it is not only the appliances that you have, it's also the material relations that you have will be taken away by Krishna in case if you are not progressing in bhakti. Okay. This is what he is contemplating. This is what he is meditating on. Just before this incident happens, when प्रभुपाद ने जब बोला कि आपको मैं चाहिए क्या, कॉफी चाहिए क्या, तो वाइफ ने बोला कॉफी चाहिए। यस सर। हम लोग भी मजाक मजाक करता है, वाइफ भी मजाक मजाक में बात किया। तो प्रभुपाद सीरियसली टेकन दैट एंड ही लेफ्ट द होम, घर छोड़ दिया, घर छोड़ के चला गया है। तो तब तक ऑलरेडी उसका बच्चा भी बड़ा हो गया है और बड़ा भी घर का धनवान कह सकते हैं, उसका कोई डिपेंडेंसी नहीं है। तो उन्होंने सोचा कि मैं जाऊँ। मेरे को 100% टाइम गुरु साइड से मिला है। बिकॉज़ ऑफ दिस फैमिली आई शुड बी स्टक। मेरा जो मकसद है, मेरा जो एम है वो नहीं मैं कर पा रहा बिकॉज़ ऑफ फैमिली रिस्पांसिबिलिटीज़। जो फैमिली अभी इंडिपेंडेंट हो गया है, जिसका मेरा ज़रूरत नहीं है। तो इन्होंने डिसाइड करके उन्होंने मास्क किया। जब जस्ट लाइक दैट जोक एंड ही कम बैक। कुछ दिन तक नहीं आ रहा है, तो उसको तब समझ में आया कि प्रभुपाद सच में चला गया है, वो नहीं आएगा। ठीक है? तो प्रभुपाद वेंट टू वृंदावन एंड देन ही स्टार्टेड राइटिंग एंड प्रभुपाद 1942 में फर्स्ट कैंटो ऑफ भागवतम कंप्लीट कर दिया है। देन ही स्टार्टेड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग द बुक्स एंड इन्होंने एक मैगज़ीन स्टार्ट किया है। एक मैगज़ीन स्टार्ट किया है। एंड मैगज़ीन स्टार्ट करने से पहले एक और बार इनका स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर से मिला है। That time when he met his spiritual master ने एक ही चीजें बोला है, एक और इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया है। उन्होंने बोला, I started so many temples, when these temples have become so opulent, now all my disciples started fighting for power. I want to become president, I want to become secretary, I want to become, management committee, or I want to take care of this temple, I want to take care of that temple. The purpose of the temple is getting diluted. इतना टेम्पल में स्थापित करके what did I achieve? Nothing. I could not able to take away the pride or the discipline which is there in my disciples. They still wanted to fight for power. So I'm giving you instruction. If you have money, print books. Don't construct temples. Constructing temples is not an important thing for the society. People going to temple is not that important. People getting the spiritual knowledge is important. After me, how the people will know the importance of spiritual knowledge? Which only books are printed. To print books. So this was another instruction प्रभुपाद को अपना गुरु ने दे दिया. तो ये इंस्ट्रक्शन लेके वापस प्रभुपाद ने वो भी दिमाग में है. He has to preach, he has to print. He has to preach in Western countries and he has to print books. So he started writing. And then he has written in 1942 or something, he has written um, first canto of Bhagavad. Then 1944, he has written second canto of Bhagavatam. 1945, third canto of Bhagavatam. He is progressing. He is progressing. And he is very well writing. And he got confidence that with this literature that I have is quite enough for me to go to Western countries and start preaching. This is the base. I can take this Bhagavatam to Western countries. And then he started distributing the Bhagavatam that he has written in the hot Sunday in these things. So he was almost semi-retired kind of person, right? At that age. So this is Vanaprastha. He has gone away from the house. Little his family वानप्रस्थ में है और वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं. हम लोग को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए हम लोग कितने बार भी पूछ ले कोई नहीं आता है. कोई नहीं आता. But it is very important and it is the essence of Islam movement. I'm telling you. This is the essence of Islam movement. We all have to distribute books because the books are the essence of study that we are doing. Books are the essence of movement. If you really want to serve Prabhupada, you have to distribute Prabhupada books. It's not for profit. It's not for business. We are in the business of Prabhupada's life. Right? So we have to distribute. We have to be taking part in the book distribution. आपको पता लगे प्रभुपाद ने कितना मेहनत किया. He was the one who used to write. He was the one who used to type. He is the one who used to print. He is the one who used to make the books, and he is the one who used to take those books and distribute. There's no one who is helping him. And then the sunstroke for him. And then he fainted one day. Somebody has took him to a hospital, but he has not given up. He understood that he want to go to US. He need money. Without money, is it possible for us to go to US? No, he need money. Where from money will come? He has given up his business. He has, as he started involving more and more in the spiritual activities, he has given his focus on the material activities, and he is giving. He is not going to recover the money that he's supposed to get from his customers, and then he became bankrupt. So उस सिचुएशन में उन्होंने बुक्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करके पैसा कमा रहा था. तो एक बार टीवी में जब वो बुक्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहा था, उसको पीछे से आके एक गाय ने मतलब मार दिया. गाय ने मार दिया, उन्होंने गिर गया. तो तब भी इन्होंने छोड़ा नहीं है. He has not backed from any of the difficulties that he is facing. Then उस एक पे उन्होंने एक पोस्टमैन से मिला. एक पोस्टमैन ही निपट गई. then वो पोस्टमैन ने बोला हम मैगजीन करें. मैगजीन नेम इज बैक टू गॉड हेड. The name of the magazine was Back to Godhead. एंड इन्होंने बोला कि आप बैक टू गॉडहेड करके एक मैगजीन प्रिंट करके पब्लिश कर रहे हैं. लेकिन लोग मैगजीन को क्या करते हैं? मैगजीन को क्या करते हैं? पढ़ के फेंक देता है. एक बार पढ़ते हैं फेंक देते हैं। बहुत लोग पढ़ते नहीं है, जो भी पढ़ते हैं उसको प्रिजर्व नहीं करते हैं, उसको फेंक देते हैं। तो देन व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज यू instead of distributing magazines, you publish books, you give books. So then अ, उस टाइम पे जब that is the last meeting when Prabhupada met his spiritual master in Vrindavan, telling him to print books. That one time he has instructed. And after that, accidents has temple fell in him, and then he passed away. He left the body. So after that, the postman has told print books, which is helpful. So people will preserve the books. You know, magazines, they will read and सो उस टाइम पे भगवान को लगा कि ये भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर ने एक पोस्टमैन का रूप में आके मेरे को इंस्ट्रक्शंस दे रहे हैं कि मेरे को बुक्स ही प्रिंट करना है, मैगजीन नहीं। तो मैगजीन भी चल रहा था, फिर भी इन्होंने बुक्स में ज्यादा कंसंट्रेशन किया और ही वांटेड टू गो टू यूएस immediately. And so he is having a comfortable life. He is a Gaudiya Vaishnava sannyasi. And he has become a Abhaya Charanara Vinda Swami. Because he has become sannyasi. And Bhakti Vedanta, right, he has already got Bhakti Vedanta, Abhaya Charanara Vinda Swami. So बाद में he has approached so many people so that they will arrange a visa for him to go to US. So many people, nobody helped him. Somehow, after some days, somebody out of the blue moon, somebody sent one invitation letter to him to come to US. Invitation letter आया है। तो कोई अग्रवाल कोई अग्रवाल ने इनविटेशन लेटर भेजा है। वो अग्रवाल का उसका जो यूएस में कुछ बिजनेस होगा या कुछ तो है उसका, या उसका बेटा उधर कुछ बिजनेस कर रहा है या कुछ तो कर रहा है। आपका बेटा यूएस में है, आप आपका बेटा को बोल के मेरे को इनविटेशन दिला दो, ऐसा हर पूछा है। जिससे मिलता है सबसे मिला है, मिलके उन्होंने यूएस जाने के लिए उन्होंने उनका सारा अरेंजमेंट करने के लिए उन्होंने सबसे मिलके पूछ रहा था। तो श्रील प्रभुपाद जब इन्विटेशन लेटर मिला है उसको देख के वो अग्रवाल कौन है जो इन्विटेशन लेटर भेजा है वो कौन है उनको पता नहीं, लेकिन इन्विटेशन लेटर तो आया है। अब इस इन्विटेशन लेटर को लेके एम्बेसी में सबमिट करके वीजा स्टैंप करवाना है, उसके बाद अमेरिका जाना है। दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप, इन्विटेशन लेटर है। उसके बाद कैसे भी करके इनको वीजा तो मिल गया, बट दैट वीजा ही गॉट फॉर ओनली 3 मंथ्स। 3 महीने के लिए वीजा मिला है। तो उसके बाद इन्होंने जो शिपिंग कॉर्पोरेशन का जो अ, मालिक था उसके पास जाके उन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट किया, उसके लिए पूरा दिन रिसेप्शन में बैठ के वेट किया, पूरा दिन सुबह से शाम तक। तो उनकी नाम क्या है? सरोज मुरारजी। सो पहले नाम क्या है? सरोजनी समथिंग इज दैट, सुमति, करेक्ट, सुमति, या सुमति मुरारजी ने इनको बोला कि ठीक है, आप बहुत एज हो गया है आपको, इस उम्र में आप अमेरिका जाएगा तो आप मुश्किल होगा, वहाँ पे ट्रक चलना होता है, वहाँ पे मालूम नहीं है, आपके पास पैसा नहीं है, तो मैं कैसे भी करके आपको अमेरिका भी भेज दूंगा, तो वहाँ पे रहेगा कैसा, जिएगा कैसा, ये था। तो फिर इन्होंने बोला डोंट वरी, we don't need any material appliances, we don't need any material arrangements. My purpose is different. I am anyway roaming around all over India for preaching. I am not staying at good house or good facilities. And you somehow there, you make arrangement for me. You have ships. You send me in one of the ship to US. तो वो शिपिंग कंपनी का जो मालिक है वो जो मुरारजी, वो उनका जो शिप्स है वो पैसेंजर शिप्स नहीं है, वो कार्गो शिप्स है। तो उन्होंने बोला कार्गो शिप में मैं अरेंज कर दूंगा, आप जाओ। तो ही वाज वेरी हैप्पी, ही हैज टेकन हिज 3 cantos भागवतम, then he sat in the cargo ship and sea sickness, first night of travel, he got vomitings, he got sickness, and he got a heart attack also. First heart attack he got during the travel. That is called Janduta. Jaladuta. He sat in the Jaladuta and he got first heart attack. Then in the ship, the captain and the captain's wife and the other, they helped him and somehow he survived from the first heart attack. And the next day, again another heart attack. Second heart attack. Again second heart attack. Then they said it is very difficult for you. Second time heart attack came. You cannot survive if you get a third time heart attack. Okay, you have to leave the body. फिर प्रभुपाद ने बहुत प्रेयर किया है। प्रभुपाद ने कृष्णा को बोला कि देखो मैं आपकी मैसेज वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड में प्रचार करने के लिए जा रहा हूँ। मेरे को पूरा शक्ति दो। You give me the all energy and you take me to there. And I become a puppet in your hands. I will dance according to your tunes. You just take me there. You just take me there. This is his prayers. I don't want anything else. I don't want to leave this body without serving my guru. My guru's instruction is for me to preach in Western countries, and I'm not able to do that because of my health conditions. You are really trying for it now. No hits, no yes. When he asked Lord Krishna, and he prayed Krishna, and at one point of time, on the night, and in the dream, Krishna has come. Prabhupada से बात किया है, and कृष्णा ने बोला, don't worry, I made all arrangements for you. Okay, this is the dream that Prabhupada has got, and he was very happy. Prabhupada was very happy. Next day morning, as he got up, and he has seen the Atlantic Ocean is very calm, and no floods, nothing, and seasickness has gone, and everybody was surprised. Never Atlantic Ocean was so calm. But because of Prabhupada traveling on the Atlantic Ocean, and Krishna has promised that I will take care of you and I will take you to the US and I make all the arrangements for you in the US also. Then you just be part of the mission. Then even the captain, everybody was surprised. And while he is traveling, it was almost 45 days travel to America in the ship. So during that time, Janmashtami also in these 45 days. Okay, Prabhupada celebrated Janmashtami in the ship only. And he made all the captains and all the staff of the ship to participate in the Janmashtami and he preached them and everybody was very happy. And he reached New York and then and after that his struggles were double than what we have discussed till now. Don't think that his life after reaching the US is smooth. Nobody helped him. He does not know anybody there. He took bath in the public toilets and he stayed in the gardens, parks, and he walked around the streets to get the shelter. Um, and there was one person called Mishra. He has given the shelter to him, and the Mishra is an impersonalist. And he did not allow Prabhupada to preach because Prabhupada is a personalist. The philosophy is different. So worship style is different. His purpose is different. Mishra did not allow. Then he went to somebody else. Somebody else somehow he went to the slum and then he got shelter in the slum and then he started preaching in the and few devotees started showing the interest to follow him and they were all in drugs they started interest they are all fallen people they all see this they all want to taste something higher than the material enjoyments and opulences that they are enjoying that taste they are not getting even by taking the drugs. For them, Srila Prabhupada has given them Harinam. And that Harinam has given them the taste of spiritual taste, which is higher taste than the material taste that they are getting. Everybody started chanting. Everybody started following Prabhupada. Actually, we will take one more class sometime later. Once after he reached America, how many struggles he has, how he started his come. Though he started his come. From there, he wrote letters to his Gaudiya Vaishnava God brothers to send him money so that he will construct a temple, he will start a center and he will teach them and he does not want that center named after Srila Prabhupada and it can be part of the Gaudiya Vaishnava temple itself. So he told them, you temple, I will take care here. But only thing what you have to do is, I already reached America, you just help me. You just help us. But none of the Gaudiya Vaishnava, God brothers helped him. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, other disciples have not helped Prabhupada. They said, you are doing waste work, you come back. But his mood is different. Prabhupada's mood is different. Prabhupada always thinking about serving Guru. This is Guru's instruction, and I have to go there and I have to serve. I have to establish. Slowly, 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 followers have become. And none of the disciples were in a mood to serve Guru because they don't know how to serve Guru. So some some foreigners who went to India and met some spiritual masters who lost spiritual life. They met Prabhupada. They have taken spiritual Prabhupada very seriously, and they started serving Prabhupada, and they have become an example for other people. And they started initiating devotees there, and then so many devotees. Started following him, and he went to. He was not having money to even do the publicity, print a pamphlet to announce about these programs. Okay, singing programs, Saturday programs, whatever he's conducting. He was not having money to do. So what he used to do, he go for a morning walk and he started, doing kirtan. And then he is inviting the people and taking them to the center and giving them the prasadam and telling them the katha and inspiring them to come back again. Like that he has done. And like that, Sri Prabhupada, for 10 years, he struggled and established 108 temples across the world. And he roamed around 14 times, all countries, whole world. That's how Prabhupada has established so many temples. And further, um, the disciples of Prabhupada have established many more temples. Now the count might have reached to 900 or 800 plus temples, ISKCON temples all over the world. So this is the Prabhupada movement. This is the Prabhupada movement. Okay, so without Prabhupada, we could have not been here and discussing about Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam and trying to learn the lectures. See, please understand why Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati and Prabhupada have struggled and why they have started so many Gaudiya mats, why they have started so many preaching centers, why they have started so many temples. It's not an Hindu ritualistic activity, please understand. This is not something that fanatic. This is not a cult. This is a real knowledge that one has to get. And we should be serious about knowing the knowledge of scriptures. What are they teaching us, and how should we live, and how should we end our life? This is the purpose that we need to understand. That's why our purpose, especially if you see it's not ritualistic activities, we discuss katha here. We just don't do deity worship. We discuss katha here. We discuss philosophy here. We try to understand, what's right, what is wrong. There are so many Bhagavad Gita available in the market. But none of the Bhagavad Gita help you to become a devotee. Unless otherwise you read Prabhupada Bhagavad Gita, you cannot become a devotee. No matter whatsoever you say, no matter how scholars they are. Unless otherwise, because the mode with which the Prabhupada has written the Bhagavad Gita is different from the other authors. He's not trying with anything, and if somebody else reads your books, they are not. Prabhupada was doing this with pure devotion and as a service to his spiritual master. That's the reason his books are so important for us. And his books are the essence for us. That's why we are we are working not like how Prabhupada worked that time. We are not doing that much hard work like Prabhupada. We have all the facilities now and we have all appliances now. We are just going for one festival day or one important occasions and distributing books. Okay, or December month we distribute more books. But Prabhupada day in, day out was doing that. Prabhupada said, that's why even if the ISKCON temple is closed, my books should not be closed. My books should be available in the market. That's why Prabhupada did not print the books using the ISKCON organization. That's why he started a separate organization called Bhaktivedanta Book Trust, BBT. Okay. Due to some reasons, if ISKCON Because sometime, because it's a religious activities, people think and then it may happen that the ISKCON might get closed, but books should not be stopped. That's why Srila Prabhupada has published books from the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust. So, so the books will be there forever. So we have to depend on his books only. Okay. So we'll end the session here and we will have another session some other time to discuss more details about his life in US also. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions we can take? Yeah. Ah. Right. इसलिए नहीं, नहीं, नहीं। उस टाइम वो फर्स्ट सितंबर था जन्माष्टमी की अगले दिन अकॉर्डिंग टू तिथि नेक्स्ट डे आफ्टर जन्माष्टमी इज अ प्रभुपाद अपीयरेंस डे तो इसलिए yesterday was जन्माष्टमी टुडे वी आर सेलिब्रेटिंग प्रभुपाद अपीयरेंस डे ओके so it is not about September or others it is about Janmashtami's next day it's called Nandotsavi नंदोत्सवी बोलते हैं तो हम लोग see this is another it is not coincidence please understand प्रभुपाद का जन्म हुआ है जन्माष्टमी की अगले दिन हाँ it is not coincidence Krishna appeared next day Prabhupada appeared and even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years back before Prabhupada even did birth he said one of my disciples in future will become a Senapati that means he is going to lead the movement in future he will take it to the whole world followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the taking forward his movement across all the world means taking forward his movement within India. Because for them, there is no world beyond India. They think India is everything. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never wanted to limit his preachings only for India. He wanted his preachings to go across all the borders and go all over the world. So that means that the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has spoken about Prabhupada. That's why no other disciple of or the no other person in the Holy Vaishnava Parampara has distributed or maybe teach in the entire world. Prabhupada has done that. So actually, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to be called Prabhupada. Okay. So the Prabhupada disciples, the Navacharana and the disciples, when the Kirtan was going on, they used to say, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. They do the Kirtan, right? It's so nice. But the same tune for our spiritual master. Then they asked the Prabhupada, can we do the same Kirtan for you also? Then Prabhupada said, yes, you can go ahead. Because Prabhupada will remember whenever he listens about Prabhupada, right? He will remember his spiritual master. With that mood, he said, okay. For the Prabhupada, actually, they were thinking of giving a name whether Vishnupad or some other Pad or something, Prabhupada. Prabhupada was already there for Pakistan Thakur. So, so Prabhupada only agreed that you can call with Prabhupada. And that will remember, that will make me remember my spiritual master. And he was very happy for that. Okay, thank you very much. Any other questions? Why did he write Bhagavatam also? That was the instruction. See, the Bhagavatam is the essence of all the preaching that we are doing, right? Bhagavatam, if you read, you will be able to see Bhagavatam says there are so many stories of different devotees. Bhagavatam is full of stories of the different incarnations of the Lord. So, if you read Bhagavatam, with the philosophy that is explained by Gaudiya Vaishnava, Parampara, then you will become a pure devotee. Bhagavatam is the means for preaching the scriptures by Prabhupada. All the philosophy that he wanted to convey, Bhagavatam was not, it was there in Sanskrit. It is not there in English, or it is not so English. Concept of actual meaning, or Sanskrit meaning, means
There also there's like different understanding or different change.
No, no, no. Translation he has done for the Sanskrit meaning. Then he has written the purport. Based on the Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharya's earlier purports, he has summarized everything. Bande Vidyabhushan, other Acharyas, every other Acharyas. He has taken the purports and he has consolidated it and then he has given the purport of Bhagavad. That's why Bhadrapurma is coming next few days. When is that Bhadrapurma? It's coming Bhadrapurma, Bhadrapurma. So on the day of Bhadrapurma, if you invite Srimad Bhagavatam to home, you are as good as inviting Krishna. So Bhagavatam is said to be the different body parts of Lord Krishna. So we should invite Bhagavatam on that day. If you can afford to buy Bhagavatam books, please buy Bhagavatam books and you keep install them in your house. It is as good as Krishna reciting in your home. Bhagavatam is such a powerful. You have Bhagavatam? It's not one book. Bhagavatam is 12 volumes, sorry, 12 cantos in volumes, so like one Bhagavad Gita book that you have. Like that, we have 18 books. I can send the photo of it. Okay. If you want in Hindi, I can arrange in Hindi. Any language is available. Any language books are available. And whatever the examples that we are taking, whatever stories that we are telling, we take examples from Bhagavatam stories. Please have it. Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.